Right, for you people out there who are interested in gold and where to find it, I'm just out at Paynes Find on the Ninghan to Yalgoo Road, and went to some mines called the Ninghan mines, which are about 10 k's from Great Northern Highway, heading I think north west a little bit. You get to a cattle grid, turn right, get to Delaney's Well, and there's a couple of costines there, and just lots of this sort of ground. So far haven't found any gold. Found some lead and just other bits of scrap left behind by the old timers. There's a nice shaft at the top of this little rise, which you can see over there. It's hard to picture, but there's a decent ridge over there. There's a start of King's Find, and it goes on to Warringah and those historical mining areas. I'm hoping to show you, that's just a dig in, I found a piece of metal there. There's a couple of really old dry blowings over here, if I can find them. And they're very rare to see these days because most of the time they've been bulldozed or pushed, but because this is such a shallow little rise here, no one's game enough to come up here, and there's probably no gold either, but no one's game enough to come up here and push it, because you probably leave most of your grader blade or front end loader blade stuck in the bloody ground. You can see all these ridgebacks here, just bloody everywhere. Anyway, these two really good examples of West Australian dry blowings. They're intact. So it's 2020, June 26, 2020 today. And yeah, here it is. So it's got a bit of salt bush growing in the middle of it, but all around, that's a scrape that I had. You can see the depression in there. And over here, if I can get this to show all right, maybe you can see all the little rocks here. And then there's this spot which is just bare and barren in the middle, and then bigger rocks on the left. So that's a classic dry blowing mound of little rocks, depression, bigger rocks, another one there. So over this little ridge here, there's a shaft. It must be about, I don't know, I have a guess, 10 meters deep, and far out is it hard digging. You can just see that it's all just rock from the top down, so they worked bloody hard on this thing. Must have found some, it must have been a bit of gold and a bit of a show here on the top, and they sunk it straight down on it. No other shafts here, maybe one or two over that way, but right here, this is the only one. Well, maybe there's a couple down there. Fuck if I know. Anyway, coming over, you can see all the mullock heap around the mine, but the mine wasn't shorn up with any timbers at all. It's that hard on this bloody rise here that they didn't need to. So a tiny little bit of a dig here, probably call it a costine, I suppose, but so they dug down there, cut through to there. They must have found something. Must have been just here. You can see quartz just there. So maybe they cut it through there. Oh, it's too bloody hard. I think there's a little quartz show that just ran along here, and then there was a blow right there of quartz. Another, looks like dry blowing just here. Big depression, small rocks all around. And then just look at this shit. I mean, have a look at the wall of that. It's just rock solid. Fucked if I know. Jesus Christ, this is scary shit. I don't know how these old timers did it. It must have been tough as nails. Anyway, I'm not going down there, that's for bloody sure. Just going to turn around. We'll do it. Oh, do this. So this is me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I'm going back because it's getting late. Sun's going down in the horizon there. So, sayonara.